ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। वागर्थाविव सम्पृक्तौ वागर्थप्रतिपत्तये जगतः पितरौ वन्दे पार्वती परमेश्वरौ। येनाक्षरसमाम्नायम् अधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तम् तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। अल्पाक्षरम् असन्दिग्धम्
अल्पाक्षरम् असन्दिग्धम्
सारवत् विश्वतोमुखम्
सारवत् विश्वतोमुखम्
अस्तोभम् अनवद्यं च
अस्तोभम्
अनुवद्यं च
नाट् अनुवद्यम् अनवद्यं सूत्रं सूत्रविदो विदुः
सूत्रं
सूत्रविदो विदुः
ऐवन्
ऐवुन्
ऋलक्
ऋलक्
एओङ्
एओङ्
ऐ औच्
औच्
हयवरट् लण्
लन्
ञमघणनम्
ञमगणनं
जभै
जभै
घटदश्
घढधश्
जबगडदश्
जबगडदश्
जबगडदश् not jabajadadash jabagadash
जबगडदश्
खपचटथ चटतौ
खफचटतौ
कपै
कपै
शशसर
शशसर
हल्
हल्
अकुक विसर्जनीयानां कण्ठः
अकुहविसर्जनीयानां
कण्ठः
इचु यशानां तालु
इचुयशानां
तालु
ऋटुरशानां मूर्धा
ऋटुरशानां
मूर्धा
लुतुलसानां दन्ताः
लुतुलसानां दन्ताः
उपपद्मानीयानाम् ओष्ठौ
उपपद्मानीयानाम् ओष्ठौ
ज्ञामाङ्गानानां नासिका च
न्यामनननानां नासिका च
एदैतोको कण्ठतालु
एदैतोः कण्ठतालु
ओदौतोको कण्ठौष्टम्
ओदौतोः कण्ठौष्टम्
वकारस्य दन्तौष्टम्
अकारस्य दन्तौष्टम्
जिह्वामूलीयस्य जिह्वामूल्यम्
जिह्वामूलीयस्य जिह्वामूल्यम्
नासिका अनुस्वारस्य
नासिका अनुस्वारस्य
रामो राजमनिः सदा विजयते रामं रमेशं भजे
रामो राजमणिः सदा विजयते रामं रमेशं भजे
रामेण विहता निशाचरचमूः रामाय तस्मै नमः
रामेण निशाचरचमूः
रामाय तस्मै नमः
रामान्नास्ति परायणं परतरं रामस्य दासोऽस्म्यहम्
रामान्नास्ति परायणं परतरं रामस्य दासोऽस्म्यहम्
रामे चित्तलयः सदा भवतु मे भो राम मामुद्धर
रामे चित्तलयः सदा भवतु मे भो राम मामुद्धर
दकारान्तः अस्मत्शब्दः त्रिषु लिङ्गेषु समानरूपः
दकारान्तः
अस्मत्शब्दः त्रिषु लिङ्गेषु समानरूपः
अहम् आवां वयम्
आवां वयम्
मां मा आवां नौ अस्मान्नः
मा आवां नौ अस्मान्नः
मया आवाभ्याम् अस्माभिः
मया आवाभ्याम् अस्माभिः
मह्यं मे आवाभ्यां नौ अस्मभ्यं नः
मह्यं मे आवाभ्यां नौ अस्मभ्यं नः
मत् आवाभ्याम् अस्मत्
मत् आवाभ्याम् अस्मत्
मम मे आवयोः नौ अस्माकं नः
मम मे आवयोः नौ अस्माकं नः
मयि आवयोः अस्मासु
मयि आवयोः अस्मासु
दकारान्तः युष्मद् शब्दः त्रिषु लिङ्गेषु समानरूपः
दकारान्तः युष्मद् शब्दः त्रिषु लिङ्गेषु समानरूपः
त्वं युवां यूयम्
त्वं युवां यूयम्
त्वां त्वा युवां वां युष्मान्वः
त्वां युवां वां युष्मान्वः
त्वया युवाभ्यां युष्माभिः
त्वया युवाभ्यां युष्माभिः
तुभ्यं ते युवाभ्यां वां युष्मभ्यं वः
तुभ्यं ते युवाभ्यां वां युष्मभ्यं वः
त्वत् युवाभ्यां युष्मत्
त्वत् युवाभ्यां युष्मत्
तव ते युवयोगो वां युष्माकं वः
तवते युवयोः वां युष्माकं वः
त्वयि युवयोगो युष्मासु
त्वयि युवयोः युष्मासु
We've been chanting Nakaranta Atman Shabdaha. Atma Shabda, hope we know. Atma Shabda, Atman and Naman. Naman is Napumsakalinga. Now, this Mati Shabda and Dhenu Shabda, we will do it. Strilinga. Ikarantaha, Strilingaha, Mati Shabdaha, important Shabda.
इकारान्तः स्त्रीलिङ्गः
स्त्रीलिङ्गः
मतिशब्दः
Matihi, Mati, Matayah.
मतिः
मतयः
Matim, Mati, Matihi.
मतिः
मतीः
Matya, Matibhyam, Matibihi.
मत्या
मतिभ्यां
मतिभ्यां
Matyai, Mataye, Matibhyam, Matibhyah.
मत्यै मतये
मतिभ्यां
मतिभ्यः
Matyaha, Matehe, Matibhyam, Matibhyah.
मत्याः
मतेः
मतिभ्यां
मतिभ्यः
Matyaha, Matehe, Matyobho, Matinam.
मत्याः मत्योः मतीनां
Matyam, Matau, Matyobho, Matishu.
मत्यां
मतयोः
मत्योः
मतिषु
He Mate, He Mati, He Matayaha.
हेमते
हेमते
हेमती
हेमतयः
हेमतयः
Then Ukarantaha, Strilingaha, Dhenu Shabdaha.
उकारान्तः स्त्रीलिङ्गः
स्त्रीलिङ्गः
धेनुशब्दः
धेनुशब्दः
Dhenuhu, Dhenu, Dhenavah.
धेनुः
धेनुः धेनु
धेनवः
धेनवः
Dhenum, Dhenu, Dhenuhu.
धेनुं
धेनुं
धेनु
धेनुं
धेनुः
Dhenva, Dhenubhyam, Dhenubihi.
धेन्वा
धेनुभ्यां धेनुभिः
धेनुभिः
Dhenvai, Dhenave, Dhenubhyam, Dhenubhyah.
धेन्वै धेनवे
धेनवे
धेनुभ्यः
Dhenvaha, Dhenoho, Dhenubhyam, Dhenubhyah.
धेन्वाः धेनोः धेनुभ्यां धेनुभ्यः
Dhenvaha, Dhenoho, Dhenvoho, Dhenunam.
धेन्वाः धेनोः
धेनोः
धेन्वोः धेनूनां
Dhenvam, Dhenau, Dhenvoho, Dhenushu.
धेन्वां धेनौ धेनोः धेनुषु
धेनुषु
He Dheno, He Dhenu, He Dhenavaha.
धेनो
धेनो
धेनु
हे धेनु
धेनवः
हे धेनवः
A quick summary of the Sandhi rules, what we saw so far. Ak followed by Savarnak will be Dirgag. Ak followed by Asavarna Aj. Ik will be replaced by Yan. A or A followed by Ik, both will be replaced by its corresponding Guna letter. A or A followed by H letter, both will be replaced by its corresponding vriddhi letter. H when followed by H, H will be replaced by Ayavayava. A, O, I, O, 4 sthani and therefore 4 adesha, corresponding replacements happen. Padanta yakara or vakara when preceded by A or A and followed by Ash, yakara goes away optionally, and after that sandhi will not happen. Padantayang followed by short vowel A, both will be replaced by the yang letter, which is the purva. Therefore, it is purva rupa sandhi. Then we saw padanta sakara will be replaced by repa. So padanta sakara. This sakara generally will be a pratyaya sakara. Will be a part of the pratyaya sakara. Will be at the end of the pratyaya. Pratyayanta sakara. And that added to what pratyaya? Sup pratyaya or ting pratyaya. We saw that, right? So therefore, padanta sakara, the sakara which generally belongs to the pratyaya at the end of the pratyaya, that will be at the end of the padam, therefore it will become repa. And this repa, padanta repa, if it is a padanta repa, followed by visarga, or repa when followed by a kar letter, repa will be replaced by visarga. Then this visarga will undergo change depending on what follows. Visarga followed by kar letter, the general rule is visarga will be replaced by sakara, and for that we have some exceptions and some other things also are there, like shar letter, which is a part of kar. When it follows, shar being a kar, therefore visarga is replaced by sakara. Also, another option is visarga can remain as it is. So, two possibilities will be there. Either sakara replacement happen or visarga will remain. The visarga remaining, that is what you will find in the text. Then the visarga followed by kakara or khakara, visarga is optionally replaced by jikhva moliya. So then visarga followed by pakara or takara, visarga is replaced by upadmaniya optionally. At ardha visarga, so jikhva moliya and upadmaniya you will find in chanting. And visarga followed by chakara or chakara, that visarga is replaced by sakara. And this sakara further undergoes change that we saw in the context Chutva Sandhi. Different possibilities we saw. We will see that again. Visarga followed by takara or takara, visarga is replaced by sakara, utsarga. These are all general rule because kar letter. So, when followed by chakara or chakara, takara or takara, or when followed by takara or takara, in these 6 cases, sarga is replaced by sakara. The general rule is applied. When there is an apavada to the general rule, utsarga, apavada takes precedence. This is the rule. Now, taking a diversion from this, we saw this sakara and tavarga, when it is followed by or preceded by, that is what we call contact, right? If it is a succeeding, if it has succeeding contact or preceding contact with shakara or chu, then sakara will be replaced by shakara and tavarga will be replaced by chavarga. This we have seen. And there is an exception to this. That is, when preceded by Shakara, then Tavarga will not be replaced by Chavarga. This is an exception. Okay. Here, now we have seen Shchutva, but we have not seen Shtutva. So that is what we are going to see. Somehow by mistake I didn't teach you that. Somehow I missed that. So I thought I will do it today. So that is Shchutva. First you understand Shchutva. I hope you understand Shchutva. We have done a lot of homework. The Gita first chapter, you have seen many examples. So now the next one is Shtutva. That is, I'm just going to copy this and copy paste and change wherever required. So the same thing from here. That is Sakara and Tavarga. When it is in contact with Murdhanya Shakara or Tavarga, what happens? That is what we are going to see. This I have not taught. Somehow I missed that. I don't know why I missed. So I thought I will do it today. So we are going to see this. I will change wherever required. Same thing I'm copying, pasting. Here also you will find some exceptions working. We will see when the exception comes. Sakara and Tavarga. Sakara and Tavarga. And followed by Shakara and here it is 2. What is 2? 2 is Tavarga. So Sakara or Tavarga in contact with Shakara or Tavarga, then Sakara will be replaced by Murdhanya Shakara and Tavarga will be replaced by Tavarga, which is 2. So you understand this? All of you?
Yes, Sharanji.
Yes, Ji.
Now, the same thing, Sakara and Tavarga, is there, right? Sakara and Tavarga, 2. I can write that, Sakara and Tavarga, like this. This is Sakara and Tavarga is 2. So I can represent Sakara and Tavarga by this short term. Can you understand this?
Yeah.
Yes, Sharanji.
Similarly, Shakara and Chu, I can write like this, Chu. Similarly, Murdhanya Shakara and Shtu. That is why it gets a name. So, Shtu is Shakara and Tavarga. Shtu is Shakara and Chavarga. Stu is Sakara and Tavarga. So, therefore, you understand this so that I can use that. So now we are going to see Shtutva Sandhi, because Sandhi is named after the Adesha, therefore it is Shtutva Sandhi. Since here the replacement are going to be Shakara and Tavarga, the Sandhi what we are going to see is Shtutva Sandhi. So here the first possibility is the succeeding contact, that is Sakara and Tavarga in contact with Shakara and 2. You just follow my edition. I mean, I edit only that much because I'm just copy, paste and correcting. So the same thing I can write in short term like this. Sakara and Tavarga when followed by Shakara and Tavarga, the Adesha will be Shtu. What I wrote here, same thing I am writing in a Sutra form. This is what a Sutra is. This is clear. This is we can call it as an equation. This is a rule. Stu when followed by Shtu, Stu will be replaced by Shtu. You can follow this equation, right? All of you?
Yes, Sharanji.
Yes, Ji.
Now,
Sharanji.
Sakara and Tavarga is there. Shakara and Tavarga is there. Again here, 4 possibility will be there. Let us take one by one and see what happens. That is, the first one is Sakara in contact with Shakara. This is how we have to read. It is not an equation. Sakara plus Shakara, no. Sakara in contact with Murdanya Shakara, Sakara will be replaced by, Dantavya Sakara will be replaced by Murdanya Shakara. That is how we have to read. Examples we will see later. Then similarly, Sakara in contact with 2, Tavarga letter, Sakara will be replaced by Murdanya Shakara. 2 possibilities. The third one is Tavarga in contact with Murdanya Shakara. Sorry. Tavarga in contact with Sakara. I think it is not Tavarga, it must be 2. 2 in Tavarga in contact with Murdanya Shakara. Tavarga will be replaced by the corresponding Chavarga letter. That is, Takara will be replaced by Takara, and Tha by Tha, and Da by Dakara, and Dha by Hapana Dhakara, and Nakara by Na. Examples we will see later. And similarly, Tavarga, when it is in contact with Tavarga, Tavarga will be replaced by Tavarga. So 4 possibility under succeeding contact. Similarly, the next one is, don't confuse with this A. Okay, this A is numbering, A, B, C, D. So it's a Sanskrit numbering. Don't confuse with this A, this Ka, Kha and all. This is just a numbering. Now the next one is preceding contact.
Sharanji,
Yeah.
sorry to disruption. Can you go above Sharanji? Like to the general rule? So in the general rule, you have written Sakara plus 2 plus Shakara plus 2.
That, I should not read it. I told you it should not be read like that. Anyway, tell me, where is that?
So it will be replaced by Shakara plus Chu, right?
Sakara plus Chu. Why is Chu? What's your question right now?
No, yeah, in the third case, Ga, you've written 2 plus Shakara.
There it should be 2.
Which
Oh.
2, no? Yeah, that is what I think.
Okay. Now
That's
it's
okay.
clear.
That's a typo. Okay. It's, I didn't type. I think I left it out there. Okay. Everywhere it is only 2. Okay. I said no, I'm copying, pasting the same thing. So here I see in the Adesha, here it is corrected. So there it is 2 only. It's a correction.
Okay, now it's clear.
Then, now the preceding contact. Sakara and Tavarga in contact with now Murdanya Shakara and 2. There is no Chu here, okay? There is no Chu here, only 2. Then Sakara will be replaced by Murdani Shakara and Tavarga will be replaced by Tavarga. So now here Sakara in contact with Murdani Shakara, Sakara will be replaced by Murdanya Shakara. And Sakara in contact with Tavarga, Sakara will be replaced by Murdanya Shakara. I'm not explaining this because we have seen these are all different possibilities. If you understand Shutvam, this is also simple. Then the next one. Tavarga in contact with Murdanya Shakara, Tavarga will be replaced by 2. And the Adesha is same as the previous one. The corresponding letters of Tavarga replaces the Tavarga letter. Then the next one is last possibility. Tavarga in contact with 2, Tavarga will be replaced by 2. These are the possibility. You understand this? The sandhi is called Shtutva Sandhi. Okay, now we'll take one by one and see some example. You will understand. Okay. The first one is for this example. If examples are there, I will give. If examples are not there, then the possibility, either the possibility is not there in the language or the examples are not there. Or you have to understand, like in the previous one, I wrote Na Sambhavati. Na Sambhavati means, as to my knowledge, it is, as of now, it is not possible. If any such possibility comes, then in grammar also, just suppose if it comes, then apply this rule. Examples are not there or probability is not there, therefore in Na Sambhavati I wrote. Otherwise the rules apply. Shtutva, Shtutva. So we will see now the example for this. That is Sakara when followed by Murdanya Shakara. I just give one example. Later we will see. Balaha plus Shashtaha. Can anyone tell what will happen? Now the next step is Balaha plus Shashtaha. What's Sandhi now? What's the next step? You can unmute your mic and answer.
Visarga will be
Visarga replaced by Ukara. Kameshwari.
Yeah,
How do you get Ukara there?
because it is preceded by A and no, kar letter. I'm sorry. Wrong.
When followed by kar letter, you don't have to bother about
Okay.
what precedes.
Takara.
Visarga is followed by the kar letter and it happens to be a shar letter. Therefore, you can either Visarga can remain as it is and you can say Balaha, Shashtaha, you can say. That is one possibility, right?
Okay.
This is one.
Or Sakara.
Or Sakara.
Takara.
Applying the second one, that is replacement of Visarga by Sakara, Balas, then Shashtaha.
Shashtaha.
After that, only what happens?
Balash.
Balashashtaha. Murdanya Shakara.
Murdanya Shakara.
Sakara, now it is in immediate contact with Shakara. That is the first letter of the following Padam. It comes under this category. Therefore, Sakara will be replaced by Murdanya Shakara, we get Balashishtaha, right? Okay. This example is clear. Okay. Is it clear?
Yes,
Yes, Sharanji.
Yes, Sharanji.
Yes, sir.
Then Sakara with Tavarga letter. Sakara when followed by any Tavarga letter. Take one example for that. Tavargaha plus, there's some example is there, plus Tadihi. What will happen?
Vargashtadihi.
Whether Sarga is followed by what?
Khar letter.
Kar letter. And is it a shar?
Shar letter, Visarga remains as it is.
Is it a shar letter?
Khar. It's a
Yeah.
khar letter.
Yeah, it's a kar letter, but no,
Sakar.
is it a shar letter or not?
Sir, no.
Therefore, Visarga should be replaced by Sakara. Here we don't have choice. Okay, we don't have another possibility not there. So Visarga must be replaced by Sakara.
Sakara.
That's why I ask, is it a shar letter or not? No, it's not a shar letter. Therefore, like in the previous example, we don't have two answers, only one answer. So Tavargas plus Tadihi. Now Sakara is in contact with Tavarga letter. Therefore, Sakara will be replaced by Tavargash Tadihi. Clear? This is the example for this. The next one, Tavarga letter, which is in contact, succeeding contact with Murdhanya Shakara. Tavarga letter, which is in contact with Murdhanya Shakara. Now here, what will happen? I'll give an example again. Bhavan plus Shashtaha. Can you tell me the answer? What will happen?
Nakara gets replaced by Nakara.
Nakara, Bhavan. Then, because Nakara is Tavarga, it's in contact with Shakara. Therefore, Nakara is replaced by Nakara, right? Bhavan Shashtaha. Okay. Is it right? Here, note this. This is an exception. This is an exception. So, this will not happen. So, this will not happen. That is, when Tavarga is followed by Shakara, then Shtutva will not happen. It's a rule. It's an exception. Therefore, you will have Bhavan and Shashtaha only. You cannot do Sandhi. You cannot do Sandhi. Like in the Shtutva, we had an exception. You remember that? In Shtutva, we had one exception. Go back and see. In Shtutva Sandhi, an exception was there. This is the exception, right? That is, Tavarga in contact with Shakara, replacement of Tavarga by Shavarga doesn't happen. For that, this example is given, right? Remember the exception, all of you.
Yes, Sharanji.
Yes or no? No voice.
Yes,
Coming,
sir.
only
Yes.
one.
Yes, yes.
So when preceded by Shakara, Shutvam doesn't happen. In this slide also I showed that, right? Similarly, in this case, what happens is, in this case, when followed by, here, Tavarga, when followed by Shakara, then replacement of Tavarga by Tavarga doesn't happen. It's an exception. So you need to remember the exception. In there it is Tavarga preceded by Shakara, here Tavarga followed by Murdhanya Shakara. Tavarga will not be replaced by Tavarga. Therefore, Bhavan plus Shashtaha will remain Bhavan Shashtaha. Exception. Always you have to watch for the exception. Exception overrules. So, therefore, it will not happen. You need to remember the exception, important. Because general rule we know. General rule is what? Sakara which is in contact. Either it can have preceding contact or succeeding contact with more than a Shakara or Tavarga. Sakara is going to be replaced by Shakara. Similarly, Tavarga in contact with preceding or succeeding with Murdanya Shakara or Tavarga, Tavarga is going to be replaced by Tavarga. This is a rule. It's a simple rule. But the exceptions are there. Remember the exceptions. Then simple rules are understood. Simple rules are applied. In other cases, simple rules are applied. In exception, you cannot apply the general rule. Clear, all of you. Note this. Please note this. Tavarga, when followed by Murdanya Shakara, this Shtutva Vidhi will not be applicable. Okay. Move to the next one. Yes, no? You can tell me. If you understand this, we'll move on to the next one. The next one. Tavarga when followed by Tavarga. Here what will happen? Tavarga will be replaced by Tavarga. For that, so one example. Brihat plus Tika. So Tavarga letter is the last letter of the Purva Padam followed by Takara of that is first letter of the Uttara Padam. Therefore what will happen? Therefore
Brihattika.
Tika. Here there is no exception. It's simply apply. So therefore, instead of putting this there, we can put it here. So these are the examples for the succeeding contact. Now the preceding contact. Wherever examples are there, I'll give. If it is not there, don't worry. So Shakara when followed by Sakara. I don't think any examples are there. If you want to give some examples, we have to give something. Therefore, I will not give any example for that. It is not there. Then the next one. The next one is Sakara when it is in contact with Sakara when it is in contact with 2. This is number 2. Number 2, we will come to that. We'll come to that later because I have to say something about that. So we will come to that later. Now the next one, that is Tavarga in contact with Shakara. What will happen to Tavarga? It will be replaced by Tavarga. Example for that. Akrish plus taha. Taha is a pratyaya. Some pratyaya is added to akrish. Okay, not akrish, akrish. So what will happen? Tavarga is takara in contact with shakara, therefore you get akrita. Similarly, you have this word prishtaha, drishtaha and all. Okay, prishtaha, drishtaha, all this because of this pratyaya. So akrish plus taha becomes akrishtaha. One example for that is enough. Then the next one is tavarga. Tavarga in contact with tavarga. Tavarga in contact with preceding contact with tavarga letter. So for this also, for this, to give example, and before that, this and this, some more information is there. That is, sakara and tavarga, when it is preceded by tavarga, what happens? Okay, those two are some special case. But before that, for this, I'll give one simple example. That is, tavarga, when preceded by tavarga, what happens? Let us take this shan plus nam. What will happen? Shan plus nam.
Shannam. Na will be replaced by na.
Yeah, that becomes shannam. In the shat shabda, we would have studied this. The sankhya shabda, we saw the sankhya shabda, we have studied this. Shan plus nam becomes shannam. Okay. And for this also, for the first two, we don't have any example. But for the second one, and for the fourth one, I'll say something more, so that you need to note. Examples are not there, so there is no problem. If it is there, I will give, but it is not there. Therefore, I said no possibility. Udaharanani nasanti. Udaharanam nasti. Okay, udaharanam nasti. Or it is not, such cases are not possible. That's why Nasambhavati I wrote previously. Or if we create some name with ending with a shakara and something we do, then it is possible. Anyway, that is our own creation. That is why udaharanam nasti. Even though it is not there, but for this number 2, what I'm highlighting now, and number 4, these both are some special cases. When it becomes a special case, that we will see now. This is important to be noted, because this is a apavadaha. Apavada is exception. So you need to remember the exception. Exception is important. This is for number, I can mark it with some other color so that you can identify. Here there is no exception. Shan plus nam is shannam. But when it will become exception, that is what I'm going to explain. For number 2 and number 4, kha and gha, what I marked it. For the kha, that is here, udaharanam nasti I wrote. And for this I gave one udaharanam, that is shan plus nam. Now, for this 2, one apavada is there, that we are going to see. That is, first I'll give example and then you can understand the apavada. First, I will give the example. To the example, I'll explain. Virat. Virat plus Tapati. This is my own example, okay? So Virat is Hiranyagarbha. Hiranyagarbha is doing tapas. Now, apply the knowledge what you have and tell me what will happen now. Virat plus Tapati. Whatever you know that you apply. What will happen?
Virat Tapati.
It must become what? Virat.
Virat Tapati.
Tapati.
Tapati should become, right?
Yeah.
Because Tavarga in contact with the Tavarga. Therefore, Tavarga must be replaced by Tavarga, Virat Tapati. But this will not happen. This will not happen. That is the information we will see. Now, Virat Tapati. This comes under this, which possibility? This one, right? But there you have given I have given example, Shan plus Nam. There it is possible. Why it is not possible here? You understand what is the difference between these two? What I am highlighting now, Virat plus Tapati and Shan plus Nam. What is the difference? Both are same, right? In both the cases, Tavarga letter is preceded by Tavarga letter. And what is the difference? Difference is there.
Tapati is kar letter.
What about because it's a kar letter? Okay, it's a good guess, but it's not here. But you understand, right? Shan plus Nam and Virat plus Tapati both are same only. The following, that is the Tavarga is preceded by Tavarga letter only. In one case, it is the Shtutvam is applied. In Shannam it is applied. It is not applied here. The reason is, please note, Tapati is a padam. Is a padam or not? Please unmute your mic and answer.
Yes, Sharanji.
Yes, Sharanji.
Yes, Sharanji.
Tapati is a padam or not? It's a padam.
Padam.
It's a kriya padam. What it may be doesn't matter. It's a padam. What about Virat?
It's also Padam.
It's
Also
also
must be a padam. Right? Only two things are there. If one is a padam, other things also must be a padam only, right? Then what is this takara now?
Padanta Takara.
It's a padanta takara.
Correct.
Therefore, now you know the rule. If Tavarga or Sakara is preceded by a padanta takara, then Shtutvam will not apply. This is the rule. Therefore, Virat plus Tapati will remain as Virat Tapati only. I will type the same thing in English, the rule, what I told now. When, this is important, when Padanta Takara, I will type in English and then I will do it in Saṃskṛtam later. Padanta Takara, when Tavarga is preceded by when Tavarga or Sakara also, let us say Sakara or Tavarga is preceded by Padanta Takara, then that Shtutvam will not happen. Please note this is an important rule. Why important? Because it's an exception, therefore. So I'm Sakara and Tu, that is, I can make it as a stu. When stu is preceded by Padanta, not Takara, Tavarga, okay. It's not a Takara only, it's a Tavarga. Padanta 2. When stu is preceded by Padanta 2, then Shtutvam will not happen. Now this is in a sutra form, all in shorthand forms. Stu is, Sakara and Tavarga. when it is preceded by padanta tu. Padanta tu is that padam ending with tavarga letter. Then the shtutva vidhi. Shtutva vidhi here is this shakara, replacement of sakara by shakara. That will not happen. Is it clear? I'll give another example. I'll copy this and put it here. Now, one more example for this. Shat plus santaha. What will happen? Shat plus santaha.
Which
Shat santaha.
It becomes
remains.
Shat and santaha. Nothing happens. Shat santaha remains as it is because Shat is a padam. Shat means number 6. So, therefore, doesn't happen. Shat santaha.
Sharanji, taha is not a padam, right? Taha, there's nothing called taha.
Where is taha?
Sorry, there was that akrishtaha. I'm just thinking that is
Taha is not a, I said it's a pratyaya. It's not a,
pratyaya. Okay, Sharanji.
what does it taha means? Taha doesn't have any meaning at all.
Yeah.
Even in Sarvanama Shabda, it's only saha taute.
Yeah.
There's no taha at all.
Yes. Okay, Sharanji.
Sharanji, what about Shan, Sharanji? Because previously we have Shan plus Nam. It also meant 6.
Yes. It is also? Yeah.
It also means 6, right?
Don't worry about it. How Shat becomes Shan. It becomes.
Okay, then Shan is not the Padanta Nakara.
Shan is also a padam only. Then why do you apply there? Yes. I tell you. The sutra is like this. It's an X. This, because he asked, I'm saying, otherwise I would not have answered this. I just would have left for time being now. Later we will see. Because he asked, I'm saying, please pay attention. Shan is also a padam only. If Shan is also a padam, Nakara is Padanta Nakara. Right? Padanta 2. Nakara is what? 2. Now, Na is there. Tavarga. Tavarga is preceded by Padanta 2. Therefore, Apavada should be applied. Shtuttam should not happen. But it has happened. Shannam is there. Why? Because this rule says when stu is preceded by Padanta 2, Shtuttam will not happen. Shtuttam will not happen except in the case of Nam. Except in the case of Nam. That is how the sutra is. Except in the case of Nam. Nam is when Nam is preceded by Padanta Takara, then this Apavada is not applicable. It means what? Except Apavada to Apavada. Therefore, general rule is applied. Clear? Is it clear? Or confusing?
Yes,
That is, my enemy is your enemy, right? And you are enemy to me. Therefore, I mean, it's not like that. That is the enemy of you are my enemy. The enemy of yours is my friend. That logic. Okay. So, general rule is there, Apavada is there. And Apavada to Apavada, apply the general rule. That's the logic here. So, even though Shan is a padam, the rule says, except in the case of Nam. So, when it comes to Nam, it is an exception. That is, when Nam is, particularly Nam, okay, this Nam is Nam only. specifically the word nam. And you will see nam where it comes. If you can remember the sup pratyaya. I think not required. Those things are all not required now. When nam is preceded by Tavarga letter, then apply the general rule. Specifically nam. Apply the general rule. If nam is not there, then apply the apavada. So here in the case, examples what I gave, Virat plus Tapati. Here Tapati, is it a nam? No, Tapati is something, it's a padam. Therefore, apply the exception. That is, Shtuttam will not happen. Similarly, in this example, Santaha is apply the exception. If it is a nam, then apply the general rule. So therefore, the apavada is when stu is preceded by padanta tu, then shtuttam will not happen except in the case of nam. It means when nam is there, then shtutta vidhi will apply. Is it clear? You need to think. You need to, this information should sink. Take some time for sinking. It's called sinking time.
Sharanji, if we have Virat plus Nam,
It will not happen. Sorry,
So
it should happen.
it should happen.
Suppose if it is there, Virat plus Nam, must happen. And now I'm adding not only Nam, some more words I'm adding because when Vartika says not only Nam, we can also add some more words. So that is I'm adding. Navati. One person, Sutra is there and Vartikakara, other Rishi, he says, you need to add another word also. Navati. And Nagaryaha. There's too much information is not required now, but I'm just giving. Navati and Nagaryaha, even if it is there, then Shuttam will happen. Not only Nam, Navati, Nagaryaha. If these words are there, if these words are preceded by Padanta 2, then Shtuttam will happen. Extending Nam to some other words. This is done by Yavartika Kara. Okay.
But Nagari and all nothing. Only Nagaryaha, Sharanji?
No. Nagari only. I just wrote the plural form. Nagari.
Yeah, okay.
Nam Navati Nagari. How do you know Nagari?
Nagari is a city, right? We've seen that.
Yeah, it's Nagari only. Yes. Nagari, but I just wrote Nagaryaha Bhagavachanam.
Okay.
So, except Navati, Nagari, Nam, in other cases, Padanta, if it precedes Padanta 2, then Shtuttam will not happen. It's clear? I'll give one more example. See, general rule is there, exception is there, and exception to exception is there. That's all. You need to remember. First general rule, you remember. Why the general rule is not applied? If it is a Padanta Tavarga, general rule is not applied. Apply Apavada. But if it is a Nam or Navati or Nagari, apply the general rule. Only that much. Okay. So now I'll give another example. Shat plus Tarunaha. You tell me which rule will apply. Shat plus Tarunaha. Shat is a padam.
Apavada.
Should be Shat Tarunaha.
Apply Apavada. Nothing happens. Shtutvam doesn't happen because Padanta 2. Right? Then the next example, Madhulid plus Dinaha. What will happen?
Madhulidinaha.
Madhulid is a padam, okay.
Then it will just be Madhulid Dinaha.
Oh, then it's Madhulidinaha.
It's a padam, therefore it won't happen. Madhulid Dinaha. Nothing happens, right? All these are exceptions. Then Madhulid.
Sharanji, we can write like this, like joining it and writing it. Though the sandhi doesn't happen, we can write it as one padam.
That's okay. That you can always do.
Okay. Sharanji.
Madhulid plus Navati. What is the answer?
Madhulinnavati. Madhulinnavati.
Madhulid is there, then Nakara is there, becomes Madhu Navati. It happens, right? Madhulid Navati. Here it is not Apavada. Apavada to Apavada. Because Navati is there. Because the word Navati is there. Navati is listed here. Nam Navati Nagari. Right? So note this. Important. Is it clear, all of you? Or is it difficult?
It's clear, Ji. Clear, Ji.
It takes some time. You have to go through this, then you will understand. Now,
Oh, it's not Madhulinnavati, Sharanji. It's Madhulidnavati.
Madhulid plus Navati, yeah.
Oh, that Dakara will not undergo any change. Okay.
How can Dakara will undergo change?
Yeah.
We are talking only about Takara going change. Tavarga is a weak element. If at all I can use the word weak. That's not nothing weaker and all. That only undergoes change. Why should Dakara undergoes?
Okay. Yeah.
Anyway, this is my own example, whether it is there or not. Just giving Navati I'm using, that's all. Using Navati, so therefore, this should be applied. Okay. If at all Madhulid plus Navati is there, then you have to apply this. If some other rules comes in between and changes Dakara to Nakara, possible. Okay.
Okay,
Yes.
that's why I got confused. I thought Shat plus Navati is Shannavati. No, it's Shan plus Navati is Shannavati.
That's okay. If this is that's why whatever your knowledge you have, apply that and say the possibility. That's all. Don't think beyond this. Because we don't know the whole rules. If some other rules come and changes Dakara to Nakara, that is different. Madhulid Navati, then Dakara becomes Dakara, that's okay. That is possible. It can happen. But Madhulid Navati, when it joins and not applying any other rule, this is the one. The example is only to understand the rule. Okay. So now I'll give some, I'll show another word file. Now you have to give the answer. You can type your name in the chat box. Please type your name in the chat box. Please type your name in the chat box. You will answer. You can do. I will help you. Don't worry. If you don't know, it's not a problem. Kaha plus chit. Answer. First person. Shamji.
Kaschit.
You can tell the rule how it comes kaschit.
It's Visarga, which is followed by cha or
we
cha.
don't want only the answer. We need the rule to be applied and then final answer. Okay. Kaha plus chit. Now tell me what happens. Visarga followed by
cha or cha becomes sakara.
Visarga followed by kar letter. And kar letter, chakara is a kar letter. Therefore, replaced by sakara. After that,
After nothing happens. It's just some
nothing
melanam.
happens.
Melanam, right?
Really? Then how you say kaschit?
Oh, padanta sakara becomes shakara. Kaschit.
There is no padanta sakara and all. Sakara is in contact with chakara. That's all. Where is the condition padanta sakara? Did I say that? No. Benign. Sakara or tavarga in contact with shakara and chavarga. Sakara will be replaced by shakara and tavarga replaced by chavarga. If you add padanta as well, it becomes another condition. The condition is not there, right? Where is that condition?
Okay.
Sakara is in contact with chakara, succeeding contact. Therefore, sakara becomes shakara. Now you can do the melanam, right? Kaha plus chit becomes kas plus chit and then kaschit. Next person, Arunaji.
So this is Chutva Sandhi, Sharanji?
Yes. Next person.
Tapaha. Here the visarga is followed by kar
Very
letter.
Good. Yes.
Chakara. So the visarga will change to chakara.
Visarga will change to sakara. Okay. Then?
And then the sakara is followed by kar letter. So the sakara will change to...
No. Visarga is followed by kar letter, chakara. Therefore, visarga is replaced by sakara. Now, visarga is in contact with chavarga letter.
In contact with
not
chavarga
kar letter.
letter.
Okay. It's a kar letter only. But what is our use if you know it's a kar letter?
Okay, it is in contact with chavarga.
Chavarga, you have to say. Then sakara will be replaced
by shakara.
Therefore, you get
Tapaschinoti.
Tapaschinoti, right? This is one. Next person, Ramaji. You have to practice this. I'm saying all of you. Then only this will be clear. Do as we go again. Go to the Gita. Do the Sandhi Vicheda. Practice will come. The next, Ramaji.
Yeah, Namaha plus te. Here, Visarga is followed by ta. So, it is Namaste.
Visarga is followed by, I repeat the same thing, followed by kar letter, you have to say.
Yeah, sorry.
Kar letter, and it is, therefore, here it is takara, therefore, namas and te. Nothing happens, namaste.
Namaste.
Right?
Yeah.
Next person, Kameshwariji.
Taroho plus chaya. Here visarga followed by kar letter.
Good.
Therefore it becomes taros chaya. Then again sakara followed by kar letter. So it becomes
not kar letter. Sakara is in contact with chavarga letter.
Okay. Chavarga letter. So it becomes shakara. Taros chaya.
Yes, taros chaya. Okay. Here also some further change happens that we will see later. Taros chaya is okay now. Don't say it's a kar letter. I think this second person is doing. It's a kar letter only. But saying kar letter should have some purpose. There is no purpose of saying it's a kar letter only. Visarga followed by kar letter. Yes, there is a usage of that property. I mean property or identification. Karness. But here that is not useful. Right? Yes, Chutta Vidhi is applied. Therefore, don't have to say it is a kar letter. It is understood. It is a kar letter only.
Okay.
But that karatvam is of no use here. Because Chutta Vidhi is applied. In Chutta Vidhi, we are not talking about kar and all. Next person, Ganeshji.
Lokaha plus samastaha.
Yeah.
Here visarga is followed by ash letter.
What letter?
And ash. vowel and soft consonant.
Visarga is followed by hush letter. Is it a hush?
No,
soft
it's
consonant?
a sakar.
Where is sakara in the Mageshwara Sutra? It comes at the 30 in the Sutra.
It's kar, yeah.
How it is a soft consonant? It is not hush. It is a kar only.
Kar letter.
Visarga is followed by the kar letter. What will happen?
Kar letter. It's preceded by a, but I don't think there's a rule for that.
Don't have to bother. When in case of kar letter follows, don't bother about what precedes. Okay, please note this.
Right.
I told this before. When followed by kar letter, you don't need to bother what precedes.
Right.
Okay. When you say hush, then you have to bother. You have to see what precedes. But here not required.
Yes. So sakara remains as it is, or visarga remains as it is?
Yes, because it is a kar letter. It's a shar letter. Within a kar it is shar. Therefore, you have two possibilities. Either visarga can remain, or
as it is, it's a sakara.
Sakara comes. Therefore, lokas samastaha.
Lokas samastaha.
Good. Next person. Who's the next person? Sumati ji.
Yeah. Harihi plus Shete. So when Visarga is followed by shar letter, it will be replaced by sakara, or it can be as Visarga. There are two forms.
Okay, very good. So Visarga can remain as it is now.
As it is, yeah.
Then,
or it can be replaced by sakara.
After that?
You get aris sakara. Since sakara is in contact with shakara, so sakara will be replaced by shaka. You get arish shete. Shitra Sandhi happens. Yeah.
Arish shete. So we have two forms. One is arish shete, right?
Yeah.
Other one is harihi shete. This is also another form. Harihi shete or harish shete. Next person, Anuradha ji.
Yeah. Santoshaha plus tatha.
Not tatha, it is tata.
Tatha. Oh, tatha. Okay. Now Visarga is followed by her letter. So it will become Santoshas plus tatha.
Santoshas tata. That's all.
Yeah.
Visarga followed by kar letter. Visarga is replaced by sakara. Next person, Sundari.
Balaha plus Shobate. Visarga is followed by shar letter. Therefore, it can be Bala, that is Sakara, that is Balas Shobate, or Visarga can be replaced. That is Bala Shobate. Balaha Shobate or Balas Shobate will be one of the two. And in the second case, Balas Shobate will become Balas Shobate.
Yes, so we have two forms, Balas Shobate or Balaha Shobate. Next person, Shyamji.
Sharanji, Lopa won't happen in this one, Sharanji. Bala Shobati.
Lopa, why should Lopa happen?
Because
there is no such rule for to make a Lopa.
Sorry, Sharanji, I was confused. Sorry.
Next person, Shyamji.
Taihi plus Dattan. It's Tair Dattan.
What Sandhi is happened?
I think Visarga becomes Repha and then it just stays as it is.
Very good. This is an odd man out, okay? Don't say Visarga is replaced by Sakara and I thought somebody will say that. It's good. Shyamji, good. I understood. This is an odd man out. That is why I intentionally inserted this. Taihi plus Dattan. What you would have done, suppose if it goes along with, since we are saying followed by kar letter, you will say Taihi Dattan. Oh, Dakara is assume that to be a kar letter, but it is not a kar letter. You have to watch. Da is what letter? What is dakara? Dakara is it a kar letter?
No.
No, it's
Soft
not a
consonant.
kar.
Therefore, Visarga will not be replaced by Sakara. Remember, Visarga will not be replaced by Sakara. It is only, in fact, what was here is Tair. Repa is there. Repa plus Dattan. Nothing happens. Tair Dattan. When you join, Tair Dattan.
Tair Dattan.
Solve. Takara is not a kar letter. So when you join becomes, I said no, one step before. Tair Dattan. Taihi plus Dattan, Tair Dattan. It's good. Okay. So we'll stop here. I got some more examples. I'll send you copy and send you this. This is your homework. So many examples are there. You can do. And the last one, here I'm marking it. You can note Ramas tikate Chatvar Shad Padaha Tvarat Tika. In this, so 4 words. Mistake is there. You have to identify the mistake. Why this will not happen? The rule. I'm not here. I'm just sending this to WhatsApp. The last 4. You remember? Ramas tikate Chatvara Shatpadaha Tvatika. You split this. First you have to split. Understand what they are. What individual words are. But mistake has happened in Sandhi. You have to spot. So I'm sending the whole thing through WhatsApp. It's a homework. So please try. Whatever we have studied so far is given. If you find it difficult, you can let me know. We will do it in the next class. So the Shtutva part I left out. I don't know how I left before. That's why I covered today. I hope it's clear. Is it clear?
Sharanji, one request, Sharanji. So Stutvam was not in the file that you gave, Sharanji.
What is the file?
Stutvam. You have sent a Word file, right?
I don't know what file. I sent so many files, I don't remember. Anyway.
A summary of Sandhi.
Sandhi rules.
22 rules.
I said no, I skipped it. Somehow I missed it. I don't know how I missed it. Because
even the other one, Shutvam.
No, even Stutvam was not there.
It's not there because we took a diversion from there. That is why it is not there. It's okay. We will give it later. Because it is, that is Visarga followed by cha and ta. Only that case Sakara, undergoes diversion. It's a diversion. That is why I didn't give. We'll talk about that separately. This file is there. This file I will send. That's okay.
Okay.
But there, Visarga followed by kar letter, Visarga followed by hash letter. When it comes hash letter, then we should know what precedes. That was a discussion. I don't want to cover that. Okay. That's why I didn't give that. Otherwise, it will confuse. That's why I didn't give that. Okay. I sent through WhatsApp. You can try. We'll solve that all these examples next class. And you go through the first chapter again. Please split the Sandhi. If you have need out, you can ask me in the next class. Right? Stop here. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Please go through the recordings if you don't understand. Then it will be clear. Still, if you have doubt, ask me in the next class. Dhanyavadah.
Dhanyavadah, Sharanji.
Dhanyavadah.